State of the 2024 race. This is Political Prodder, Prodder on Politics. It's a podcast. It's just me and my opinions. I've got 6 or 7 subscribers. I'm, my friends and living family are all signed up. My mother is 1/6 of my subscriber base right now. My wife is also 1/6 of my subscriber base, and it'd be nice to reduce their control. It's like 2 people control all the stock in the company. But I've been told that if when I get emotional and talk fast, that I'm not. I sometimes become difficult to understand. So I'm trying to maintain a steady pace and be serious because my wife tells me when I'm serious, I make her laugh. So here we go. The first thing we're going to talk about is the ongoing controversy over military service. In quite a hypocritical way, J.D. Vance has continued in Sunday interview shows to attack the record of Governor Tim Walz, W-A-L-Z, of Minnesota, saying he bailed on his military service to avoid being deployed to Iraq. I just learned he's in the artillery, and he went through plenty of deployments to Europe, which freed up units to go to Iraq, I might add. But it would, true, he may have misstated that that he actually served in a war. But J.D. Vance says he served in a war. I mean, he was in an air-conditioned tent doing journalism, but he was in Iraq. And Tim Walz has acknowledged he'd never been to Iraq, but he was deployed to Europe several times in order to free up those units in Europe to go into Iraq. It's an important job, too. Bottom line here is military service is good. J.D. Vance is an honorable man for having done that. It's dishonorable, however, to try and attack Tim Walz's military service. Let me see. J.D. Vance served for 4 years. The minimum I think you need to be eligible for the GI Bill. 6 times longer, Tim Walz served in the National Guard. I think there ought to be a ceasefire on this issue because it's just awful. It's just find some other way to attack each other. So where are we on the 12th of August? Well, we're starting out another week. We're closing in on the Democratic Convention in Chicago. I'm going to be in the New York area when that happens. I'm going to see my mother, 1/6 of my subscriber base there. I like the stump speech modifications. I like the fact that they mentioned that the Trump campaign's 2025 guide wants to cut Social Security, wants to eliminate Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act. I don't understand why it's good politics to take health insurance away from 45 million Americans. How is that going to make the middle class dream easier to obtain? I don't know. Maybe there's some magic to that. To destructively cut government just for the sake of cutting government is a waste of time. Donald Trump said for 4 years in office and 4 years since that ACA is awful. We'll replace it with something better. But he didn't try and replace it with something better. He tried to repeal it 63 times. And the last time, John McCain stopped it. If you're going to go in a pissing contest for who's more honorable, Donald Trump or John McCain, I'm going to go with McCain. McCain got in a fighter jet and flew off carriers and got shot down and spent 6, 7, or 8 years in a POW camp in North Vietnam. And President Trump said that veterans who got captured are losers. Or maybe veterans who got killed are losers. I don't remember. Not losers, winners. I talked in my Sunday podcast about this wave of optimism. Democrats are excited. And MAGA people are like, this is the same old stuff we've been hearing for 10 years now. Give me something new. Oh, Hannibal Lecter's new. They weren't doing that in the stump speech 3.5, 4 years ago. He's new. I remember during the debate, I saw that Trump was lying when he was hitting Biden very hard and saying it's the worst presidency ever. And Biden looked like the deer in the headlights, and he couldn't concentrate and get from one sentence to the next without losing his place. That was early in the debate. I said to myself, I made a note to somebody I was texting with, be careful what you wish for, Don. You may end up being the only old guy left in the race. Because Biden, frankly, looked like a roadkill. Now the attention is on the cognitive abilities of one Donald Trump. That's kind of serious because in the past week, he's made up a story about being in a near helicopter crash with Governor Newsom and the mayor of San Francisco, former mayor of San Francisco, who both say he wasn't there. Maybe he was like spiritually in the helicopter. But the Democrats are just having fun. They're talking about joy. They're talking about protecting people. They're talking about mind your own damn business. While the Republicans are trying to make government just small enough to fit in the gynecologist's exam room or the couple's bedroom, the Democrats are saying, mind your own damn business. Does any woman want the government telling her what to do with her body? None I've asked. But Kamala Harris is happy. She's enjoying herself. She's brushing off Trump attacks with a half a sentence and then going back on message. We don't want to go back. We certainly don't want to go back to the days before the 1973 Roe versus whatever case. Roe v. Wade. Roe v. Wade. Sometimes the memory catches up slow. Sometimes my memory catches up fast. But I mean, it's interesting. In every state that has initiatives that's going to vote, even Nebraska, they've restored reproductive rights to women. Kamala Harris has, in the polls that were released on Friday, pulled ahead by 4% in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Her polls in some states have swung 8 to 10, sometimes 12 points in her favor. Look out. If this keeps up, we may be talking about a landslide. Everybody knows there's a cap on President Trump's support. His hardcore support, we got him 45% of the vote. more like 40%. And if he keeps melting down like this, there'll be more talk that I've seen out there that says we need to replace him on the ticket. Republicans are getting nervous. They're throwing punches that aren't landing. And Democrats are saying, I'm going to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee and just chant, don't go back. Another very admirable behavior is when they start saying, lock him up, lock him up. Governor Walz and Vice President Harris say, no, we'll let the courts take care of that. Let's get back on our message. That's not what happened in 2016. Donald Trump should not complain about trying to weaponize government, or weaponize the Justice Department, because he advocated it before he went into office. And the professionals in the department slowed him down and stopped them from making that into a reality. What are our predictions this week? Poll numbers are going to continue to very slowly move in Kamala Harris's way. And Donald Trump and J.D. Vance are going to try and find a way to hit in something that sticks. I hope they drop the veteran issue. Thank you for your service, J.D. Vance. Thank you for your 6 times as long service, Governor Walz. If you like this material and you would like to reduce my mother's percentage of my subscribers, please hit the subscribe button. Better yet, make some comments. Let me know what you think of my commentary. And hit the notify button. Help me out here. I deserve 10 subscribers. Don't I? Let me know.